Welcome to another DIY Entrepreneur Industry Outlook. Here's where we talk about career industries that you may never have considered, but I know that we are underrepresented. And when I say us, I mean black and brown people are underrepresented in these industries. And so for today, our industry outlook is the home appraisal, home appraiser. And I have some information here that I'm going to share. I won't read the document verbatim, but it is available for free download. Click the link below and you'll get access to this free download. And so let's go. How to become a home appraiser, and specifically, what does a home appraiser do? An appraisal, the act of the appraisal, is an unbiased professional opinion of the value of a home and is used whenever a mortgage is involved in the buying, refinancing, and selling of that property. A qualified appraiser creates a report based on a visual inspection using recent sales of similar properties, current market trends, and aspects of the home, including the square footage, your floor plan, and other amenities that you may have on your property, to determine the property's appraisal value. The borrower usually pays the appraisal fee, which can be several $100s. When the appraisal value is lower than expected, the transaction can be delayed or even canceled, meaning you cannot continue to maybe even refinance your home if it's appraised at a lower value. And so you want to make sure you do some information gathering and be on the top of that when you're looking to do that. And so the income outlook for this industry for a home appraiser, it says, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the median annual wage for property appraisers is $58,650 in May of 2020. It's expected to grow at a 3% between 2019 and 2020, that 10-year span. It says your actual earnings will depend on the appraisal license level, and I am giving information for the state of Illinois. And so to my understanding, there are 3 levels of licenses that you can sit for and qualify for in Illinois. It says the higher the license level, the more advantage you'll have in the local market, and you're in the greater control you'll have over your fees. So this is an industry where you become your independent contractor, your own sole proprietor, and you can state your fees. All right. Now, the requirements in the education, I'm going to be going over all 3 levels, and it can sound like a lot of information. So again, this document is available for free for download. Click in the link below and you can have this document so you can spend the time you need to review it. All right. And again, this information is for Illinois. All right. So for the state of Illinois, the first level is a trainee level, all right, and for it is called the Associate Real Estate Trainee Appraisal License. You have to be 18 years old, have a high school diploma or a GED, and you can apply to become the Associate Real Estate Trainee Appraiser. Now, for this level, there's no exam required. However, you do have to go to some classes, take some classes, because you want to know, current property things to look for when you're going to appraise a property. And you learn those things in the pre-license education classes that you have to sit for. Now, these can be in class, or a lot of providers are offering the virtual class where you can be at home on your computer and you can take the courses. But for the trainee, what you want to do is make sure you find a supervisor or someone that can train you and sign off, You want to make sure you identify a supervisor that you will have to put on record. So there's an application that you and your supervisor sign. There's an actual form that you have to complete once you identify supervisors, and you submit that and that becomes your record of who's going to be able to sign off on all of your field work. All right, so you want to identify a mentor or a supervisor that's going to work with you through this journey of becoming licensed. And it could take anywhere between 12 months, which is a year, to 30 months. All right, so you want to make sure you're prepared to do that. And you can have as many supervisors as you want. However, when you go and approach someone to ask them to be your supervisor, you want to keep in mind that each supervisor can only have 3 trainees at a time. And so you want to ask them if they have the capacity to add you as a trainee on the record. Again, no exam for Illinois, but you want to make sure you sit for these courses and review. This is a handbook. I'll also link down below for easy access and for your convenience. But this is a workbook that will give you all the information and things that you will be going over in these pre-license classes that you need to complete. All right. So again, for the trainer level for Illinois, there's no exam fee, but you do have to build some experience, and you do have to sit for some courses so that you can know how to make appropriate and valuable appraisals, I guess. And that application fee is $225. During the application, this is where you state who's your supervisor, you submit the forms, where you identify your supervisors that's going to be walking this journey with you. That was a lot. All right. The second and third level. The second level, this is for Illinois. Certified residential appraiser. You have to be 18 years old and you have to have a bachelor's degree. To be the trainee, you only have to have a high school diploma and a GED. And so if you're looking to become a certified, this is where you sit for an exam and you complete the application, but you're able to do this on your own. You don't have to have a supervisor. And so if you know that's the level that you want to get to, you want to make sure you have some plans in mind to complete your bachelor's degree in college. All right. The industry required exam, there is some more classes that you will have to complete for your license, virtually or in class. And then there's training that you have to have fulfilled of 1,500 hours of qualifying experience in no less than 12 months. All right, the application fee is $315. The exam fee is $62 in order for you to sit for that. For the certified general appraiser, now this is the level, this is the highest level for Illinois as I understand, and this is where you'll be able to appraise large strip malls, so you're talking about commercial property and even airports. All right. 18 years old and have a bachelor's degree. So you want to keep in mind, if you're starting at that trainee level, you do have to complete college and pursue college and get your bachelor's degree to get to this level. There's more in-class information you'll have to gather, so you want to successfully complete 300 hours of education in class or virtually, and then the live training of 3,000 hours in no less than 30 months. The application fee is $315, and the exam fee is $62. A lot of talking. All right, and so the next part of about the exam. Now again, for Illinois, for the trainee level, when you go to sit for the actual exam for to become a certified residential or a certified general appraiser, there's going to be a form that you have to complete called the First 500 Experience Form. And so you want to make sure you are capturing that as you're going through your training with your supervisors. You have a journal of all of the assignments that you've completed, and it's detailed enough that you can complete this experience form when you go to sit for the next level for the exam. Again, there's no exam for the trainee. There's only an application. Okay, so you have to complete an application and name your supervisor in order to get that level, the trainee level. And then when you go to sit for the exam, when you decide to pursue your residential license, you need to be prepared to complete this first 500 experience form. The certified residential and certified general exams are composed of 125 questions. In addition to the 110 questions that's going to be asked that's going to determine your score, there's going to be an additional 15 questions that's going to be on the test, and is only used for pre-testing of future versions. Those questions will not be scored, nor will you know which are those questions when you're going through the exam. All right. The certified residential examination is 4 hours. The certified general exam is 6 hours, so you want to make sure you are definitely well rested and ready to sit for 4 to 6 hours for the exam. Some general notes about when you go to arrive to take the exam. You're going to need some government ID, and you're going to complete a fingerprint scan, so you want to be prepared for that. If you pass the exam, they're going to give you a score report with your score, and it's going to have instructions on what you need to do to complete your licensure, your application. If you fail the exam, you're going to receive your score report, and it's going to show you the percentage score on the examination in the certain areas that you need, and you need to re-register for that exam by clicking the link that's going to be provided for you on your score report, or you could call the number as well. There's no limit to the number of times you may sit for the exam, but definitely just be prepared on your first go around. You want to be prepared. Places to get training. Again, this link is useful if you are in Illinois or seeking training in Illinois. You can go here, and this is a list of the sites and the places that is providing the training that you're going to need. So again, thank you so much for joining us. If you have any other questions, feel free to look us up at www.thediyentrepreneurs.com, and you can also check us out on our podcast page, and make sure you click the link to receive this free download so that you can have this information if this is a career that you decide to pursue. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much.